Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates 4 key development projects for Maldives, including Made in India fast interceptor vessel to enhance maritime security of Maldives. PM says the agreements are part of neighbourhood first policy of his government. Union Cabinet clears a slew of key bills for introduction in Parliament, including the Citizenship Amendment Bill, Central Sanskrit Universities Bill and Personal Data Protection Bill. Also approves extension of SC and ST reservation in Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabhas for another 10 years. Cabinet approves launch of Bharat Bond Exchange Traded Fund. Finance Minister Niramala Sitharaman says the country's first corporate fund ETF will provide additional funds for state-owned firms and other government organizations. Union Home Minister Amit Shah says a committee has been set up to deliberate on plausible changes in IPC and CRPC to tackle mob lynching. Replying to questions in Rajya Sabha, Home Minister also says suggestions have been sought from states and union territories. President, Vice President, Prime Minister and Defence Minister salute Navy personnel on Navy Day. Navy Chief Admiral Karambir Singh lays wreath at War Memorial. Supreme Court grants conditional bail to former Union Minister P. Sitharaman in INX media money laundering case. The Apex Court says Sitharaman cannot leave the country without prior permission and asks him not to influence witnesses or tamper with evidence. Four soldiers martyred in two separate incidents of avalanche near line of control in North Kashmir. The incidents happened in Kupwara and Bandipora districts. Hello and welcome. You're watching DD News and DD India with me, Munmun Bhattacharya. Let's get started with our top story. The Union Cabinet, under the championship of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, today cleared the Citizenship Amendment Bill. Briefing media in New Delhi after the Cabinet meeting, Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting Prakash Javadekar said the bill takes care of India's interests and it will be introduced in Parliament as soon as possible.
भी मंजूरी दी है, उसको भी इंट्रोड्यूस होने के बाद देश भर में चर्चा होगी.
The Cabinet also approved a proposal to extend reservation for SCs and STs in Lok Sabha and state assemblies for another 10 years. The reservation for these categories in the Lok Sabha and state assemblies was to expire on the 25th of January 2020.
The reservation to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, because that is essentially for political thing, and in the social justice interest, this SC/ST reservation will now be extended up to 2030. 10 years extension has been given.
The Jammu and Kashmir Reservation Second Amendment Bill 2019 was also given the nod of the Union Cabinet.
जम्मू एंड कश्मीर रिजर्वेशन जो किया था, पहले हमने बिल पास किया था राज्यसभा लोकसभा में, लेकिन बाद में जम्मू कश्मीर रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन बिल पास हुआ और इसलिए अब जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख दो सेपरेट हो गए और उसी बिल में रिजर्वेशन का प्रावधान था और इसलिए अब ये बिल इररिलेवेंट हो गया, तो इसको वापस लेने का एक प्रस्ताव हो गया.
Apart from this, the Cabinet also approved the Central Sanskrit Universities Bill, the Personal Data Protection Bill 2019 and the Maintenance and Welfare of Parents and Senior Citizens Amendment Bill 2019.
हमारे 3 संस्कृत डीम्ड यूनिवर्सिटीज थे. वो 3 संस्कृत डीम्ड यूनिवर्सिटीज का एक सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी संस्कृत की हो रही है. तो संस्कृत की पहली दफा सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी हो रहा है, केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय हो रहा है. जो बुजुर्ग है उनकी देखभाल सही हो, उनका स्वास्थ्य, चिकित्सा, उनकी जो परवरिश यानी जो जरूरत होती है वो, और आवास और बाकी सारी व्यवस्थाओं को कानूनन एक रूप दिया जा रहा है कि उनको ये मिलने का अधिकार है और ये सीनियर सिटीजन के लिए ये एक बन रहा है। एक पर्सनल डाटा प्रोटेक्शन एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण विषय है जिसमें लोगों का डाटा का प्रोटेक्शन आज दुनिया भर में विषय है, तो वो कैसे किया जाएगा और भारत के इंटरेस्ट और लोगों के इंटरेस्ट सबको कैसे ध्यान में रखकर काम आगे बढ़ेगा, इसका ये बिल है।
The Cabinet also approved the launch of Bharat Bond Exchange Traded Fund to provide additional money for CPSUs, CPSEs and other government organizations. Union Finance Minister Niramala Sitharaman said that the government is trying to deepen the bond market in India.
Cabinet has given permission for creating an umbrella bond ETF through which we hope to diversify the investor base and bring in a lot of retail investors into the market. And how will we have the retail investors come into the market? Because the units are not going to be valued more than 1,000 rupees each. Therefore, the investor doesn't have to hold large quantities of money to go and buy 1 crore worth. For the bond, he can participate in this even by just buying 1,000 rupee unit.
Amid demand by members for a separate law to curb mob lynching, Home Minister Amit Shah today said in Rajya Sabha that the government has set up a committee to suggest necessary amendments in the Indian Penal Code and the Code of Criminal Procedure to deal with it. Responding to a series of queries during the question hour, Shah said that he has also written to all the state chief ministers and governors to send recommendations on making changes to IPC and CRPC after consulting experienced investigating officers and public prosecutors.
आईपीसी और सीआरपीसी में बदलाव के लिए मैंने स्वयं देश के सभी मुख्यमंत्रियों को और उपराज्यपालों को और जहां राष्ट्रपति शासन था वहां राज्यपालों को चिट्ठी भेजी है कि अपने अपने राज्य में अनुभवी इन्वेस्टिगेशन के अनुभवी और पब्लिक प्रोसिक्यूटर्स से चर्चा कर उनके सुझाव को यहां पर भेजें और बीपीआरएनडी के तत्वाधान में एक कमेटी का गठन किया है जो कमेटी सीआरपीसी और आईपीसी के अंदर आमूलचूर बदलाव के लिए उस पर सोचने का काम कर रही है।
Union Communications, Electronics and Information Technology Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad has said that the government is taking many steps to improve the capability of state-run telecom companies BSNL and MTNL. In response to a query in Lok Sabha, the minister said that the government is making all efforts to improve the duo and is also planning to merge BSNL with MTNL.
BSNL की मैं तारीफ इसलिए करूंगा, अगर कश्मीर में बाढ़ आती है, तमिलनाडु में बाढ़ आती है, नेपाल में भूकंप आता है या उड़ीसा में तूफान आता है, तो ऐसे में फ्री सेवा BSNL ही करता है। दूसरी बात, जो डिफेंस का पूरा नेटवर्क है वो भी हमारा BSNL मेंटेन करता है। इसलिए हमारी सरकार की प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी की अगुवाई में साफ सोच है कि BSNL MTNL स्ट्रैटेजिक एसेट्स हैं, इसलिए हमें इन्हें मजबूत करना है। हम कर रहे हैं। हमने रिवाइवल में एक बहुत ही अच्छा लोकप्रिय VRS पैकेज दिया सर। और मुझे सदन को बताते हुए प्रसन्नता हो रही है कि BSNL और MTNL के कर्मचारियों ने स्वेच्छा से लगभग 92,000 VRS ऑप्ट किया है। हम BSNL MTNL को मर्ज भी कर रहे हैं। मर्जर की वैधानिक औपचारिकताओं में समय लगेगा। सरकार का कमिटमेंट है कि हम इन्हें प्रोफेशनल, प्रॉफिटेबल बनाएंगे।
The Supreme Court today granted bail to Congress leader P. Chidambaram in the INX media money laundering case lodged by the Enforcement Directorate. The Apex Court said Chidambaram could not leave the country without prior permission of the court, and neither can he try to influence witnesses nor tamper with evidence. The Apex Court set aside the Delhi High Court's November 15th verdict denying bail to the former Union Finance Minister, who has been in custody for 105 days since the 21st of August, when he was arrested by the CBI in the INX media corruption case. A three-judge bench headed by Justice R. Bhanumati granted the relief to the Congress leader on a personal bond of 2 lakh rupees with 2 sureties of the like amount. The bench, also comprising Justices A.S. Bopanna and Rishikesh Roy, restrained Chidambaram from giving any press interview or making any statements with regard to the case. The ED had arrested Chidambaram on the 16th of October in the money laundering case. The top court had on the 22nd of October granted bail to him in the INX media corruption case lodged by CBI. 6 personnel of the Indo-Tibetan border police were killed and 2 others were injured in an exchange of fire among themselves in Chhattisgarh's Narayanpur district today. The incident took place at the Kedanar camp of ITBP's 45th Battalion in Narayanpur, located around 350 kilometers from Raipur. Inspector General of Police Bastar Range Sundar Raj said that as per my preliminary information, an ITBP Jawan allegedly fired at his colleagues with his service weapon, killing 5 of them and injuring 2 others. Later, the Jawan who opened fire was also gunned down. The injured personnel were shifted to hospital. Talking to reporters, the IG Anti-Naxal Operation, Devnath, said that the cause of the incident is being investigated.
आज जैसे जानकारी मिली है तकरीबन 9 बजे एक जवान ने अपने साथियों पे अपनी सर्विस राइफल से गोली चलाई, जिसमें 6 जवानों की मौत हो गई है, 2 जवान घायल है और घायल जवानों को निकाला जा रहा है वहाँ से हेलीकॉप्टर के माध्यम से। और जो मृत जवान है वो अलग अलग राज्यों के हैं, आईटीबीपी सेंट्रल की फोर्स है, तो अलग अलग राज्यों के जवान हैं, जिसमें एक केरला का है, एक वेस्ट बंगाल का है, एक हरियाणा का है, ऐसे टोटल 6 जवान हैं जिनको अभी घायलों को अभी रायपुर लाया जा रहा है। घटना का कारण अभी इसलिए नहीं संभव बताना है क्योंकि अंदर का कैंप है, जब तक बात नहीं होगी अधिकारी जाएगा नहीं किस वजह से हुई, इसलिए कारण तो अभी नहीं पता।
Chhattisgarh's Home Minister expressed grief over the incident and said that all medical facilities are being provided to the injured Jawans. In response to the Naxal issue in Rajya Sabha today, Union Minister of State for Home Affairs G. Kishan Reddy said that Naxal incidents have come down from 2016 to 2019 and a large number of Naxalites have surrendered to the governments. The minister further gave details of development works in Naxal-infested areas. He said that developmental work is being done in the education sector as 26 skill development centers are being set up as well as 7 Kendriya Vidyalayas have been set up. He said that the central government is working tirelessly for the development of Naxal-infested areas.
रोड रिक्वायरमेंट प्लान उसके द्वारा 5422 किलोमीटर्स का रोड हाईवेज रोड्स का टारगेट किए थे, उसमें 4833 किलोमीटर्स का रोड डाल चुके हैं। रूरल एरियाज में जो ट्राइबल एरियाज में डालना चाहते हैं विकास के लिए, उसमें लगभग 4072 टावर्स डालने के निर्णय किया है, उसमें 2335 टावर्स का पूरा हो गया। स्किल डेवलपमेंट सेंटर्स 68 सेंटर्स सैंक्शन किए हैं, 55 सेंटर्स कंप्लीट किए हैं। एजुकेशन के लिए ट्राइबल एरिया में एजुकेशन के लिए केंद्रीय विद्यालय 7 सैंक्शन के, अब 7 केंद्रीय विद्यालय प्रारंभ हुआ है। 879 बैंक्स नया बैंक शुरुआत किया है इस एरिया में ट्राइबल के लोगों के लिए।
In a response to a question in Lok Sabha today, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said that the government is aware of the security needs of the country. Infrastructure on the India-China border is being strengthened. No one needs to worry about border security.
भारत और चीन के बीच सीमा को लेकर एक परसेप्शनल डिफरेंस है, ये पहले से ही चले आ रहे हैं। कितनी सूझबूझ से दोनों तरफ की जो है सेनाएं अपना परिचय देती हैं कि कन्फ्रंटेशन को कभी एस्केलेट नहीं होने देती हैं। और इस प्रकार की स्थितियां जब भी अध्यक्ष महोदय पैदा होती हैं तो उनसे निपटने के लिए हमारे भारत और चीन के बीच कई प्रकार के मैकेनिज्म्स हैं। जैसे दोनों सेनाओं के स्थानीय कमांडर्स के बीच पर्सनल मीटिंग्स होती हैं, फ्लैग मीटिंग्स होती हैं, लॉन्ग टर्म जो इशूज हैं उनको भी डिप्लोमेटिक लेवल पर भी रिजॉल्व करने का मैकेनिज्म हमारे पास है। जैसे स्पेशल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव टॉक्स होती हैं। भारत चीन सीमा पर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर जैसे सड़क, टनल, रेलवे लाइन और एयरफील्ड को डेवलप किया जा रहा है, जिससे कि देश की एकता, अखंडता, सुरक्षा पूरी तरह से सुनिश्चित हो सके, इंश्योर हो सके। इसलिए कि सब सारे काम वहां तेजी के साथ हो रहे हैं।
The 16th International Seminar on Cement, Concrete and Building Materials is underway in New Delhi. The 4-day seminar aims at carrying out deliberations and discussing innovations in the industry. The seminars also deal with discussion on ways to reduce carbon footprints. Speaking in a special session, Union Minister of Railways, Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal said that the cement industry has tremendous employment potential for people. He also said that cement is the foundation for a modern India.
Not be built without cement. The various programs that we've initiated, housing for all by 2022, the Sagar Mala, the Bharat Mala project, Smart Cities project, the huge highway programs that have been planned to be undertaken, the expansion of the railways, several new airports coming up. Opportunities are coming out galore. Our job and our laurels don't end at the plant. It should be taken to the logical end right up to the consumption stage.
Speaking on the main objective of the seminar, which brings in private and international players of the industry on one platform, the Director General of National Council for Cement and Building Material, Dr. B.N. Mohapatra, said that delegates from several countries have assembled here to deliberate on technology and innovation.
उस पे 85 delegates from international level from 18 countries, 235 from industries, 237 from building materials, about 45 students cadre का आदमी आए हैं. और उसके अलावा बहुत मीडिया पार्टनर्स है, हमारे पास एनसीबी डेलीगेट्स है, जो कि इट इज इनोवेशन प्रोग्राम फॉर द बिल्डिंग एंड सीमेंट मटेरियल्स. तो इसके ये सेमिनार में देयर इज अबाउट 190 टेक्निकल पेपर्स इन डिफरेंट सेशंस. 28 सेशन इज बीइंग कोचड एंड चेयर्ड बाय द डिफरेंट इंडस्ट्री एक्सपर्ट्स. So this seminar give a greatest platform all the technocrats, scientists, cement industrialists to for a deliberation of knowledges.
The nation is celebrating Navy Day today. Navy Day is celebrated to honor the achievements on the service of our naval force. On 4th December 1971, the Indian Navy destroyed 4 Pakistani vessels, including PNS Khaibar, during the Operation Trident. On the day, those who sacrificed their lives in the Indo-Pakistan War of 1971 are also remembered. Navy Chief Admiral Karambir Singh laid a wreath at the National War Memorial in New Delhi. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi conveyed the best wishes and greetings to all Indian Navy personnel on Navy Day. The President in a tweet said, "On Navy Day, my good wishes to all officers and men and women of the Indian Navy. Nation is proud of our commitment in protecting our maritime frontiers, securing our trade routes and providing assistance in times of civil emergencies. May you ever rule the waters." Jai Hind. The Prime Minister in his message saluted the Navy personnel and said that their valuable service and sacrifice have made our nation stronger and safer. He also shared a video message.
भारतीय नौसेना हमारे समुद्र तटों की रक्षा और सुरक्षा प्रदान करती है। जब हम इतिहास की ओर नजर करते हैं तो 800-900 साल पहले चौल वंश के समय चोल नेवी को सबसे शक्तिशाली नौसेनाओं में से एक माना जाता था। चोल साम्राज्य के विस्तार में उसे अपने समय का इकोनॉमिक सुपर पावर बनाने में उनकी नेवी का बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा था। स्वतंत्रता के बाद हमारी भारतीय नौसेना ने विभिन्न अवसरों पर अपना पराक्रम दिखाया। तत्कालीन राहत पहुंचानी हो, पड़ोसी देशों को संकट के समय मानवीय मदद पहुंचानी हो, हमारी नौसेना हमेशा गौरवपूर्ण कार्य करती रही है। हम भारतवासी हमारे सुरक्षा बलों के प्रति हमेशा गौरव और आदर का भाव रखते हैं। चाहे वो आर्मी हो, नेवी हो, एयरफोर्स हो, हमारे जवानों का साहस, वीरता, शौर्य, पराक्रम, बलिदान, हर देशवासी उनको सलाम करता है। 125 करोड़ देशवासी सुख चैन की जिंदगी जी सके, इसलिए वो अपनी जवानी देश के लिए कुर्बान कर देता है। मैं नौसेना से जुड़े सभी लोगों का अभिनंदन करता हूँ।
A memorandum of understanding for online ticketing of National Museum of Indian Cinema has been signed between Films Division and Book My Show today. Director General of Films Division, Ms. Smita Vats Sharma, and Albert Almeida, Chief Operating Officer, Live Entertainment, Book My Show, signed the MOU in New Delhi. Additional Secretary, Ministry of INB, Atul Kumar Tiwari, Joint Secretary of INB and MD of NFDC, Additional Director General, Doordarshan, Chaitanya Prasad were also present on the occasion. Under the MOU, Book My Show will provide a technical solution for offline and online sales of tickets to NMIC. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated NMIC on the 19th of January 2019 at the Films Division complex in Mumbai. The museum showcases the rich cinematic history and heritage of India and encapsulates India's socio-cultural history and evolution through cinema. In international news, the new International Atomic Energy Agency chief has said that setting deadlines for Iran to explain how uranium particles were found in an undeclared Tehran warehouse could be counterproductive. Speaking to the media after taking charge, Rafael Grossi hoped that fresh dialogue will resolve the months-long standoff. Tehran has so far failed to provide a satisfactory explanation for the uranium traces found by IAEA inspectors at a site. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu pointed them to, calling it a secret atomic warehouse. Grossi is a veteran of nuclear diplomacy who worked as a senior IAEA official from 2010 to 2013. The chief also hopes that he can help set a new tone with Iran in his first face-to-face discussions starting this week on the sidelines of a separate meeting in Vienna of parties to the landmark 2015 nuclear deal. NATO leaders sought to make a show of unity as they met to conclude the annual summit in London today, but the alliance's chief admitted a festering row with Turkey was still unresolved. What should have been a celebration of NATO's 70th birthday has been overshadowed by bitter rows about money and the future strategy of the alliance. The French president has called for a renewed strategic dialogue with Moscow and demanded that Turkey explain itself over its assault backed by Syrian rebels Paris sees as extremists on Kurdish forces and its purchase of the Russian S-400 air defense system. Turkish President Erdogan, meanwhile, has threatened to hold up NATO efforts to bolster the protection of the Baltic republics against Russia unless the allies brand the Kurdish militias who defeated the IS group in Syria as terrorists. The summit host, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, played down the dispute. In sports news, India continues its outstanding performance at the 13th South Asian Games in Nepal. Indian athletes dominated in track and field events and clinched 10 medals, including 5 gold, 3 silver and 2 bronze today. India won gold and silver medals in men's and women's discus throw events. Kirpal Singh won gold in men's category with new meet record of 57.88 meters. Gagandeep Singh grabbed silver. In women's section, Navjeet Kaur clinched gold and Suravi Biswas got silver. In men's long jump, Lokesh Sathyana won gold and Swaminathan Rao won silver. In women's long jump, Sandra Babu bagged bronze, and in women's 200 meters, Archana Sushneet clinched gold and Chandrarekha got bronze. In men's 10,000 meters, Suresh Kumar clinched gold. In men's, Sajan Lama and Gyandesh Singh also won silver medals. That's it then in this edition of the news. News and updates will continue on DD News and DD India. Stay tuned.